What is life? The Value and Purpose of Life by Ayan Farvar. Your life is not about how you experience this world, but about how this world is experiencing you. When you come to this realization, your life is no longer about your bitter-sweet experiences, but about how you choose to express yourself through those experiences. Hi, this is Ayan Farvar. I'm glad you're here. This channel is about self-realization and honoring our life purpose and meaning. If you're interested in these topics, please subscribe to stay connected. Your support is the foundation of this channel and encourages me to create more content in the future. Today, we want to focus on life. What is life? Is it about our suffering and pain, or about our pursuit of joy and happiness? If your experiences made you believe life to be about suffering, have you ever thought what that suffering is about? If you otherwise believe life is about the pursuit of joy and happiness, do you know what is blocking you to reach the joy and happiness you deserve? These questions may seem philosophical, but they help you look at life in a deeper and more meaningful way. This presentation invites you to look at life not as a set of experiences you have, but as the story of your presence in this world. Notice that the life you so far lived is behind you, but the life you're yet to live is still a potentiality that can manifest in various ways. And it is up to you to decide which one of these ways becomes the life you ultimately live. The goal of this presentation is to help you contemplate on this potentiality and claim ownership over it. More specifically, we cover the following topics. Is life about suffering? What is life really about? And who is experiencing this life? Let's go over these. Is life about suffering? Life is full of ordeals and challenges, some of which can bring about a sense of suffering. When the suffering is prolonged, it makes us question the point of life and why such suffering should even exist. Some of us attribute this suffering to our past mistakes and blame ourselves for them, while some of us may choose to accept this suffering, maybe justifying it as the punishment for the sins of our ancestors, forefathers, or humanity as a whole. And some of us who cannot understand the point of this suffering may choose to blame luck, destiny, or even God for it, and because of that, lose faith or connection with spirituality. Life has suffering, but it is not about suffering, because suffering serves a purpose and is sometimes an essential precursor to our biggest personal transformations. For example, the most compassionate person is the one who suffered the most pain. The most courageous person is the one who faced the biggest fears and learned to overcome them. The most considerate person is the one who suffered the most unfairness and injustice. And the most confident person is the one who suffered but learned to overcome many losses in life. If you find a source of suffering in you, contemplate on what that suffering is meant to teach you about yourself. For example, instead of focusing on the part of you that is suffering, notice the warrior spirit in you that is enduring that suffering and is fighting for you to bring that to an end. Remember that only during the most difficult periods of your life you get the chance to notice and recognize the warrior spirit in you. from personal experience, I saw how the most emotionally painful and existentially traumatic times in my life were also its most valuable times, pushing me to let go of my negative beliefs and rise anew from the ashes of my past. Remember that most of our suffering is self-imposed and unnecessary, but there are also those that are not self-imposed but essential to our personal awakening and transformation. What is life really about? What is life really about? The answer to this question depends on your beliefs and convictions and how you view the relationship between you and this world. If you have a positive view of life and feel alive and inspired, then your beliefs and convictions are life-affirming. But if your view of life is negative and not so inspiring, then your beliefs and convictions are not as life-affirming and no longer serving you well. If that's the case, maybe it's time to challenge and let go of those beliefs and convictions, and instead look for a new way of seeing life. To do that, I want to invite you to an experiential contemplation. This contemplation helps you look at the purpose of life, not from a personal angle, but rather more collectively as a whole. To begin, let's assume that you have come to this life because a creator imagined you and wanted you to be here. This should not be hard to imagine, because there is a complex level of intelligence behind this world, including our body, our consciousness, and the perfect operational harmony in nature. For our purpose here, we don't really need to know who this creator is. We can view it as God or the superconscious source of intelligence behind everything in the cosmos. Now let's try to contemplate on what the intent of this creator might have been when imagining this world and us human beings in it. If you feel comfortable, imagine yourself as the creator of life in this world. If you were the creator of life in this world, what would you have wanted us humans to do with this life? If you were the creator of this world, would you have wanted us humans to believe life to be pointless, not realizing why you imagined and created life in the first place? Would you have wanted us humans to feel emotionally numb and disoriented by what's happening in the world around us? Or would you have wanted us humans to believe life is about suffering, never realizing its greater purpose as you have imagined it? If you were the creator of this world, are these what you would have wanted for us humans? If not, then what you would have rather wanted us to experience? Wouldn't you have wanted us humans to care about our life as much as you cared about us being here? Wouldn't you have wanted us humans to search for the reason you imagined us and what you hoped we would do with our lives here? Or wouldn't you have wanted us humans to realize that you imagined us to be imaginative and created us to be creative, so we too, in return, can imagine and create for you? This contemplation helps you see your life not as a collection of random experiences, but as an expression of an individual that exists and affects this world. An individual that is conscious, imaginative, and creative, and because of these, is here to serve a purpose and to affect this world through its presence and life. If you believe you are created by a creator, what do you believe this creator wanted you to realize about yourself, who you are, and what you meant to bring to this world? If you don't know or you're not sure, maybe you can consider repeating this contemplation later on your own and look for any insights you notice about your life and its higher purpose. Who is experiencing this life? In this section, we want to focus on life from the perspective of the one who experiences it. More specifically, what is the relationship between the world around you and you as the person who experiences it? Is that the world around you that is affecting your life? Or is it your life that is affecting the world around you? This distinction is the most important point of this presentation. So let's clarify that further. If you look around from your perspective, the outside world is out there and all around you. So in a way, you are at the center of this world, and everything you do or experience in life is an exchange between you at the center of your being and the world outside. Let's use a metaphor to clarify this. Imagine a source of light like a candle at the center of a dark room. The source of light may appear engulfed by the darkness all around it, but at the same time, that is the darkness that is affected by the light emanating from that source. Similarly, you may consider yourself as insignificant compared to the world all around you, but you can affect this world by what you choose to bring to it every day. Like the source of light in the dark room, your expression and what you think, feel, and do every day affects the world around you, including people in your life and whomever you come across. Once you recognize that you are the center of the world all around you, your life becomes how you choose to express yourself from that center every day. Stating it differently, everything you do in life is an expression of that center, expression of your individuality and presence in this world. And because your life is an expression of your individuality, you have far more control over it than you may realize. For example, if the world you see around you lacks understanding, you can choose to become the one who understands. If the world you see around you lacks compassion, you can choose to express compassion toward yourself and others who need it. If the world you see around you is dark and deceptive, you can choose to bring light and honesty to it by your way of life. Or if the world you see around you is devoid of love, you can choose to be the one who expresses love to those who deserve that love. Regardless of how you see the world around you, you can always choose to express what it misses or desperately needs. In closing, I want to leave you with the following suggestions. If you notice some suffering in you, become curious about the nature of that suffering. Is that suffering motivating you to make positive changes to your life? Or is that otherwise draining your life energy or preventing you from manifesting your best life? If that suffering is related to your painful experiences in the past, maybe it's time to liberate yourself from it and start anew. Notice how your presence in this world and what you choose to bring to it is affecting the people around you. What are the qualities that you believe this world is missing? Choose to express those qualities through your presence and your authentic way of life. Remember that you did not come to this life to find yourself tangled in the web of your life-denying beliefs and emotions. You came to this life to serve a purpose, And for that to happen, you must let go of those beliefs and emotions, so you can manifest the most complete expression of your individuality. This is the very purpose that brought you to this life. If you have found this presentation inspiring, please like and share it with your like-minded friends. Please subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts and comments. For more information about myself and my life mentorship practice, please find my bio link in the description below. Blessings.